A new week. It is time for us to be out of the side. I don't know. It's time. It might be just time for us to go in the side because first of all, it's freezing outside.
We need
freezing.
Comfort foods
and blankets.
And onesies.
I can't believe that I was this close to putting up all my winter clothes and my summer box and taking out my summer box and getting ready.
Yeah.
Last week I did wear a lot of things out of my summer box.
Yep. The day before it got freezing.
Yeah, the day before it got freezing. It was hot as shit.
Thursday, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Good morning, everybody. Miss Tony B. Knowing Rockstone Triz. How y'all doing?
Good morning. I'm doing good. I'm tired. I think the weather is definitely playing a part in my feelings. Yeah. And so I feel less awake. Less
what, motivated?
Less boisterous, less voluminous.
Wait, why?
Because of the weather.
Oh, yeah.
Like less
energized.
Yeah, like last week when the sun was out, I felt like vibrant and all of that. This week, I'm feeling a little anti-vibrant.
Yeah, like I'm also PMSing, so I realized that this morning at 5:20 when I woke up because I was like, why am I so upset? It's morning. Nothing even happened. It's 5:20. Nobody's even awake. Why am I upset?
I get it though. Yesterday I was in a state of confusion. I had the spirit of confusion on me yesterday because I was just like, what is going on? What is wrong with everyone? What's happening? What's this?
Yeah, you were riled up yesterday.
I was riled up yesterday.
And there were logical excuses to everything that you were riled up about.
Okay, well, good. Thank you. So last night I had to go home. I had to pour myself a glass of wine. So I went and I did put in a load of laundry, and then I poured myself a glass of wine and sat down with my little personalized packs. Then I couldn't get up to go put the laundry into the dryer. So thank goodness my good friend Kai went and put the laundry in the dryer.
Because he was drunk.
I was in the couch. In the couch.
Literally. I'm glad that he pointed that out because I literally use that for everything.
Oh yes. So but then I felt better then, and then I went to sleep and I felt good, and then I woke up this morning and I was still like, what is going on? But yesterday I was. But anyhow. It was a good weekend. We did lots of things. There was lots of things going on over the weekend. Lots of good, fun things. Lots of, not so fun things at some points. But it was a great time. Yeah. We went to shout out to Begway. Friday night was his 46th surprise birthday party.
Hey, Begway!
It was really, really nice. His good friend. Now, if you don't know Begway, he is from the group Foundation, which is one of the founding hip hop groups here from Boston, and his good friend E-Rock, who was one of his partners in that group, did this dedication to him at that party that I was like, if my friends don't feel that way about me, I don't want the damn friends. I don't want the damn friends. It was so good. It was so nice. And it was just like, this is the nicest thing. Well, nice time, good food, great time, little reunion there, TAGVs. Teens Against Gang Violence.
And the CAGVs.
And the CAGVs.
I was in my mama kitchen helping.
Man, I can't wait to talk to y'all. I can't wait to talk to you about your weekend recap, boy.
I saw the spread. I was like, God damn, they the only ones cooking.
I said, golly.
They must be the only ones
Because remember,
cooking.
we left here with Tristan saying, I hope we don't do a whole bunch of blah, blah, blah. And then I said, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like if this is what he talked her down to, God. Wow. Saturday, of course, was Big Bad Suave. And although it was hurricane weather outside, we were out there.
We did. Okay. We made it to the. I was doing church duties.
Hallelujah.
I got late. I got the truck right when it was about to end. When they split off. I was mad about it.
Yeah,
because that's the part I prepared my whole life for.
Rushed the truck.
I feel like it too because it didn't like. They could have let that truck just sit there a little bit.
Mm-hmm. This is the first year I missed the truck.
Oh, okay.
I usually get a little. Last year I think was the first time that I got the truck.
Yeah.
Like the truck, and I said, "Wow."
This was my first time.
Really?
Yeah. Seeing the truck.
Oh, really?
I've never seen the truck before. Even though I live at Suave.
What the hell you be doing?
I don't know, waiting for people.
We discovered yesterday that you always on Suave before me. So how I catch the truck and you don't catch? Oh, do I go early and then leave?
I don't know what you do, but this was my first time seeing the truck. It was really, really nice. Specialist was on there.
Big shout out to Specialist.
I gotta have a something so he can host it, because that man really knows how to throw a vibe out to people. And so the truck sounded really, really good. Like I was in my window. I don't know if y'all saw my story. Hot Sauce did a whole
Skull was on the truck as well.
Was he?
Yeah.
Who was?
Hot Skull.
Oh, was he? Good. I didn't see him. However, that was a good time. I had a good time at just the truck. I followed it met them at the Lee School and then kind of followed them down to the gate. Had a really, really good time with that. Suave looked amazing. It sounded amazing from my house. Which is about probably like a half a mile away. It sounded really, really good. Looked good from the videos that I saw.
I do want to shout out to Tony Mighty Surge and my good up friend Venom, who assisted with the sound of Suave. I see a lot of people giving big shout outs, but we want to make sure that we lift up everybody who had a part of that, because the sound was crisp. It was crisp.
I told one of my partners, I said, bro, we went to a lot of fets in Trinidad, bro, and I don't think any of them sounded like this.
No, it was different. I remember being there last year and was like, yo, if the sound system doesn't get better, this might cause a big problem here for Suave. This year, it was different. I mean, you could hear the actual words from straight down Blue Hill Ave.
Yeah.
I was blown away. And I think that made for a good big shout outs to every single one of you guys that went out there and had a time. I want to say that from what I watched every single Suave video that there was to watch. And I enjoyed every minute of watching people have such a great time.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great to watch. Tristan did some good footage too. And look at people. Wow.
And shout outs to them, because it was quite cold. And shout out to the real heroes of the community, the people that were out there selling soup.
Yes.
Selling soup.
Yes.
Because Larry Jordan gave us a sample of his soup. It was very nice. And Karen Ishmael was out there selling soup.
Anyway, anyhow, oh, yeah, let it know, cause I had 10 drinks in a row.
Because it was winter-like conditions.
It was winter. It was definitely winter
outside of there.
Winter-like conditions.
Yes.
Because I mean, the 10 minutes that I was out there,
yes,
I was soaking wet and I was cold and miserable.
Right. And of course, big super shout out to Designing Daryl with hard fet only gear. We was out there. That hat was a savior. Oh, that's what Jenna just said. I want a Designing Daryl hat. Yo, that hat was a savior out there in that pouring torrential downpour. What was happening? It was a good time, and I'm glad that everybody had a good time and it looked good. And
so Tristan, on behalf of somebody who was actually in there, because you got to see Suave from many different angles, from the vendor perspective, from a patron perspective, as a promoter, as a DJ, as a curator of events. What do you think about it?
I liked it. It wasn't from previous years. Well, what I was told, they made it 21 plus last minute, and I think that made a big difference.
I don't know if it did.
For me, it did. I didn't think that there was I didn't feel like in previous years. I felt like we were surrounded by a lot of children.
I think that kind of went everybody's head, because there was very many teenagers, 14 plus in there.
Yeah, well, I didn't see.
There was a lot of them.
But I mean, I liked it. The artist was cool. I didn't know too many. Yeah. I didn't know too many of his songs. I know like maybe one or two, but the energy, I definitely felt his energy. At the time he was performing, I wasn't able to keep my eyes necessarily glued at the stage.
Oh, I was like, wait, you couldn't keep them open?
I wasn't watching the stage necessarily, but I was definitely listening, and I was definitely felt the energy. I think they could have had more artists. That's really my only
more artists? I almost feel like artists are not even needed.
I mean, I would like the performances to be more in the beginning if they, you know, like as soon as the truck comes in, get everybody in, and like a half hour in, start it off like that, but not so late. Don't drag, you know.
I feel like Suave is such a branded event that I don't even think that they should even spend any money on an artist. I think they should just, you know, like I see that they had a lot of different DJs and stuff from out of town and whatever.
I didn't care for these DJs.
Really?
Nobody. There was one MC. I mean, besides, you know, and Rigo had the audience, but he started cussing, and it was really
Rigo talks a lot, and Rigo talks quite a lot. He stops.
But it wasn't even him talking. It was more so the cussing. You know, he didn't have to. We had a soca event. This ain't in Brooklyn. We ain't in, you know. So he started cussing like hard. It was like, you know, I don't know. He was cussing hard. Mother. When you watch the playbacks, I'm like, damn. All right, all that. Like, you know, this is a respectable community around here. You know? But other than that, some of the DJ, a lot of the DJs were good, but some of them I didn't really care for that. I didn't really care for a lot of their MCs. Nobody really had the crowd like that. You know, I was wishing that Specialist came back on. Besides, honestly, the funny thing is, outside of the best as far as mic men, it was Warlock and Specialist.
Yeah,
Warlock
as a friend.
Out for the count.
Yeah. Warlock as a friend. Please stop performing that song. As a friend, partner.
Listen, and if you can, why? Put on the hand and give him the doggery.
It's been a while, partner.
I don't care.
Time to find a new song there.
Justin, I like that song.
Come pull up by me. We go write a new song. Eh?
Justin, I like that. Give me the wook, 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 wook. I think that's the only song I know all the words for.
I think you're singing the wrong lyrics.
Oh, that's maybe his second
song.
Go
down?
Oh, Wine and Go Down, girl. Wine and Go Down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not my favorite. I like the other one.
He has two.
If you can't whine, put up your hand and put them together. Yes.
Well, you have to sing the next
it's
one.
It's a big
artist. I don't know that one.
A big artist. A big artist. I saw that they deflated the water slide.
Yeah. Nobody was using that. Everybody was wet already.
That's because I wasn't.
That was just for optics.
Facts. I wasn't there either because I would have definitely been on the slide.
I love me a water slide.
Y'all don't know how to have fun. That's what's wrong with you people. Y'all don't know how to slide down.
What's the word? Aesthetic?
Aesthetic? Yeah, that's for the aesthetics. There was a lot of vendors out there.
Yeah.
There was a lot of vendors out there.
Let me see if I could run down everybody because everybody was my family.
Everybody.
Shout out to Prince Trim, Sean Trim out there. Mm-hmm. He was out there. Shout out to Lucky's Delight. Lucky was out there.
Lucky was there too.
Yeah.
Wow. He was making jerk chicken.
He was right next to us.
He was making jerk chicken.
I don't know what Lucky had this whole. Lucky had a whole.
Remember when Lucky used to have that jerk chicken truck right there on Talbot?
Yeah.
I tell you.
Jillian was out there, so my Mitch.
And I heard her phone is her food is amazing.
Jillian's food would be busting. My mom's was out there. Eunice's Cuisine.
Big
G's Flavor was out there.
Big G.
I need to go get my
Trini
plate.
Extreme was out there.
Okay, Big Trini. I heard Trini Extreme was frying chicken people nice and good outside there.
Wow, yeah. Some people was working real hard, and I don't know. But you know, and who else was out there? These slush man.
I put a big disclaimer up that I hope my child father wasn't out there selling snow cone to the people in the winter, and they sure was, huh? And I heard they sell off.
Right there.
They sell off
Pine cone and mango chow.
And sell off.
Yes.
That's one thing I can say about them people. They will sell snow to Eskimo, and it will sell off. Okay, let me tell you, we got some entrepreneurs in this family.
I definitely feel like a lot of people didn't come, chose not to come because of the weather, but they missed out. You know, that was.
I heard that. I think that what happened is that like I remember that one carnival. The Hurricane Carnival was the best carnival I have ever been to.
We got 2 in 1. We got Suave and Luvia.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even think there was a need for Luvia because of the fact that Suave literally was a wet vet, and it was like a natural wet vet, which was lit. Yeah. It was cold, and I do want to give a shout out to all of the real fetters that went out there.
Get it?
Because y'all had a good time.
We did.
And then I didn't hear nobody took advantage of the rain like they were supposed to. There was no water segment.
Oh.
Maybe 1-2 song. Nobody did and soca have plenty wet fat in
Yes,
and they had the hoes out there.
And then I don't even think I heard Indie Water. To tell you the truth.
No, Tristan.
I heard Indie Water from my house, so I heard it.
Okay,
yeah.
And I don't have.
And I was in the window.
I know they didn't play too. Honestly, to me, I felt like they didn't play too much of 2023 soca.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But other than that, that's my only like. I didn't care for a lot of the mic men, but the music was good.
The music was good.
And then also big shout out to the vendors outside. Larry Jordan again for the wonderful soup.
Ooh.
My mother,
Larry was out there too, babe.
Larry and Nicole was out there. They had a dope setup and people was outside because it's smart because there's a lot of people that's going out there that don't necessarily want to go in, but if they see food outside, because that's the part that I missed, the food spread that I could have had. I like a good food spread.
Me too. Miss Rebecca and them was outside too, selling food too.
Chemo says the DJ lineup was solid. The playbacks weren't noticeable
they
this year.
Definitely weren't noticeable.
Yeah, I'm glad about. I saw her up there having a grand old time with her little booty cheeks out.
Yeah,
having a good time. Every time I see Chemo, I was like, yo, I wish I had that type of energy.
Me too.
Because I want to have a good time no matter where I go. Just be up there, just prancing.
When I was standing outside being an auntie watching the children go in, I was like, boy, I wish I was 21.
Me too, man.
This would be so fun for me if my knee didn't hurt in this rain so much.
The arthritis had me in a bind. Already. It had me in a, because I tried to do a little step and my knee cracked.
Oh.
But I do, if I had the fortitude, I would have definitely been out there with you guys having a time. I even heard from the people that was just like the older generation usually hangs out on the sideline under the tent. They said that they had a good time just bonding.
He was so cute. She said, I'm not far behind. I'm 30.
The best thing about Suave is just it's a small reunion. That's the best thing.
It is.
Everybody's happy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Everybody's
I like a reunion.
Yeah. Everybody's inebriated. That's the best.
Yeah. And then Saturday night,
we went to go see Sam J, Boston comic Sam J.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't tell me.
Bro, you was at Suave.
Saturday, June 23rd.
Oh, did you? Because it started. Oh my God. No. I put it in the goddamn group chat if anybody wanted to go. I know. See, that's what the problem is. I can't remember who to ask.
Not only that though, but Sauce was like, it starts at 6 o'clock. It starts at 6 o'clock. We gotta be there on time. Got down there. Show starts at 7.
Yep, sure did.
How was it?
It was amazing.
So Saturday, June 23rd, 2023 is now known as
June 3rd.
That's what I said.
You said 23rd, 2023.
Saturday, June 3rd, 2023
yes.
is now Sam J Day in Boston. She got a proclamation from the mayor. And it was well-deserved. She did a great job. It
was well-deserved. But I want to see the mayor give out the proclamation of a day. That's one thing I was a little disappointed. Borders did it, and it was great. It was really good, and I won't diminish it. But I just feel like when we giving out days, that should be done by the mayor.
No. Too many days. They give away a lot of
days. Do they?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Do they?
Bungie have a day. Lyrical have a day.
Everybody have a day here?
Yeah, but plenty people have days.
I thought only Bad Bunny had a day.
Bad Bunny.
No, plenty people.
Really?
When is Bad Bunny Day?
Bad Bunny Day, I don't know, whenever he came.
So they give those out to notable people.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, she did good. She represented Boston very, very well. The Boston crowd was
You men would have had a good time there because she really got into all women's asses, okay?
She did.
The whole show was about how trash women are, and I thought it was absolutely amazing.
And accurate.
And very,
very accurate.
Very
Malika,
accurate.
you were there. Malika be everywhere.
Malika be everywhere.
Malika. AP Black got a day too. Good for you. AP Black Day. Let's celebrate that one.
Let's celebrate AP Black Day.
But yes, MJ was hilarious. The person that opened up for her, I forget his name, African guy. He's on the show on Showtime.
You don't stop playing with this damn hair.
That's my comfort.
Alright.
So the guy that opened up for her, some African guy, he's on a show on Showtime called Flatbush something. But he was really, really funny. The African guy that opened up for her. He's on a show on Showtime. It's called Flatbush something. So that was really, really nice. And then there was another guy that opened up for her who wrote for her on her show. And he wasn't as funny, but she came back and made up for that. So that was amazing. Really, really good time. Yesterday, you went out yesterday, Saucy. What did you do?
Yesterday, big shout outs to Toya, Locks Are Beauty. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Big shout outs to her. We went out and we celebrated her yesterday at Yaz's, but I don't like the so much. So we had a good time.
Was the music good?
The music was good. I'm not sure. I have no idea. I know that at one point somebody didn't want to pay their bill. So they threatened to shoot up the place, and we all left abruptly because that was crazy.
What kind of place is this you went to?
First of all, Yaz's kitchen from the outside looks crazy. It looks like a little spot.
Yep.
And then when you go inside, you're like, oh my God, it's so pretty here. It's such a nice place with nice decorations and furnitures and all of those things. And I'm not sure if that is the type of business that goes on there on Sundays, but it was a good time because of Toya. But other than that, I bad mind the place a little bit too, because I don't like some people.
It's the people.
And
I don't like
here we are.
Sometimes.
It is Monday. It is a new day, a new week, and we're going into it.
Because you know what it is?
Yeah.
When you go somewhere and you already set up because you don't like you don't like certain things, and then bad things happen and you like, that's what you get, stupid.
Yeah.
Like that. So that's how I felt. And I don't care. Petty. Shit.
Okay.
But other than that, it was a really great weekend. Even though it was rainy and winter, it was an absolutely great weekend.
Yeah.
Something else that Zouave did to me, though, it did kind of make me really sad, because this is how, when I saw everybody so excited about it, this is how it used to feel for Boston Carnival. And Boston Carnival used to bring a lot of excitement for a lot of people. And I'm pretty sure that even now, the younger people who don't really care about the politics that are going behind it, I'm sure that they are still amped about it. But for us people that know what's going on, us older people, there's a lot, like, we should be that amped from now about Boston Carnival. We should be that amped from now that we get to relive Zouave all over again. And it's actually really sad that a standalone event like, just a Juve party that's really great, brings out a lot of people, is now the cultural event that everybody looks forward to in the city of Boston. And I don't think that makes any sense.
I honestly feel like there were more people at Zouave than there were at Boston Carnival last year.
100%. Even like that was the amount of people that were behind the solitary truck that worked at Carnival. And I think it's trash, because you guys know that we've been working really hard at trying to get the carnival to a better place and trying to do other things. And to be honest with you, we are being fought down and damn near played a fool and played around with at every single corner we take to try to get the carnival to a place where the energy is felt in the city months in advance. And I blame the city of Boston. I blame the city councilors. I blame the state representatives and specifically those who have offered a hand and haven't done a damn thing to help this situation. It seems like everybody is afraid to make a move against the original committee, and everybody sees the problem. They know the problem. They see where it's stemming from, and it's complacency, and it's collaboration. It is collusion. It is so many things going down within that Boston Carnival cab organization that is prohibiting us from having the carnival that we deserve here in the city of Boston. And I swear to God, I will not rest until it's better, because this is crazy. We've literally been waiting for the city to give us a response or an answer since January. We have been starting meetings and having meetings to try to figure this out since last July. So when people hear that things are starting to turn again in June and July, and you're going to ask, well, why are you just doing it now? Why are you just doing it now? Why are you just doing it now? We are not just doing it now. We've been doing it since last year. We've been doing it for the last 20 years. And everybody that goes out there and supports this trash, it is because of you. It is because of you. It's not for the culture, because I would rather have nothing than what we are getting, and we have to stop in Boston with this mind frame of at least we got it. Y'all should be happy. I hope that y'all, well, if you don't like it, go somewhere else. We shouldn't have to go anywhere else. We should not have to go anywhere else other than right here in the city of Boston to get a quality experience that we deserve in the Caribbean community. And I'm going to continue to talk about it every chance that I get until something is fixed on it. Something has to be fixed. Yeah. Again, we have been waiting for very simple things. We have had city councilors and state representatives literally come to us and say, we want to help you, and have done absolutely nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. We are seeing other things like what Ruth Z, big shout outs to Ruth Z, who has sat there and made Haitian Independence Flag Day a whole week of experiences, education, celebrations, and everything like that. We are one of the longest running 50-year-old cultural parades and festivals in the city of Boston, and nobody even requires us to even have any respect. They have no respect for us. Yeah. The people that you guys have put in charge have no respect for us. They are using their political relationships to literally, I almost think that it might be a collusion with the city. Maybe if they keep it trash, then we won't have anything to look for it, and it'll be safe and all kinds of stuff. But that doesn't matter, so because what
is happening?
So right now, BSOCA is a new organization. They told us to make an organization. They told us to have meetings. They told us to gather. They told us to write letters. They told us to start petitions, and we have done every single thing. We have done every single thing the city of Boston has asked us to do. And you know that they are still effing with us, and they're like, oh no, do this else. People like you. I'm sorry.
Outright coming out and being
Instead of outright coming out. Yesterday, one of us got a call from Brian Worrell. He's sitting there, pussyfooting around the issues. What is going on? What can we do to help? Oh, I'm going to help you do this. I'm going to help you do this. Same thing with Chris. I'm going to help you do this. I'm going to help you do this. The only people that have outrightly, not even like, my problem is that people who throw themselves into the fire and are scared of the heat. Do not walk into the fire if you're scared of the heat. If you're going to be a leader for Boston, be a leader for Boston. If you are, we're still waiting for a permit from special events. I think Mr. Borders, whatever that. We already got one permit kicked out of the queue. We submitted it since January. CACAB came and submitted it, I think probably in maybe May or June, and we realized that our permit request was kicked out, and theirs is still there for the only event that could happen. We changed the date of a few events, and they're literally blocking us, like they will not issue us a permit.
Won't give you a reason as to why.
Nobody will give us a reason as to why. There's no reason why. One thing that we heard is we're trying to make sure that long-standing events are honored. What is it? Like, what is it? There was no Kiddies Carnival last year. There was barely, I don't know what the hell Juve was. Juve was not a Juve.
Did they, they had a Juve last year?
They had, yeah. Remember, that's when they had a Juve last year, and that's when the kids was running up onto the gas station. Then one truck caught on fire, and then another truck broke down, and then another truck did something, and then there was no other trucks to have. And I'm ranting and raving because, you guys, I'm probably going to get my Facebook shut down again and my Instagram hacked into again. But, you know, if we don't have leaders that are willing to risk it all, you guys are just going to be happy with accepting whatever foolishness that they give you. And what they're giving us this year for the big 50th anniversary of the Boston Caribbean American Carnival is going to be trash. Big trash. Shout outs to all the bands on the road. Anyhow, let's start this show. Anyhow,
well, you've got lots of support here in the comment section. A lot of people are supporting you here. That support needs to travel outside of just the comment section.
Make status posts, ask questions, tag people.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to stop asking what I can do, and just do something.
Yeah. Don't go.
Caller, you're live. Spark FM Online.
But all these young folks that are eligible to vote, just need to stick it to them then to come around asking for a vote.
Yes.
That's all they need to do.
Yeah.
And
that last organization, that woman, she need to get the hell out.
And she's not. The thing is that it seems like there's no way to get her out. There's no way to get her out. We've been trying. It's impossible. The city is very compliant.
At first, it wasn't trying to get her out. It was trying to work with her.
Like collaboration.
And that was shut down.
Everybody keeps saying, why ain't y'all collaborate? Can't y'all collaborate? Why can't we all just get along? There needs to be 2 parties involved, or how many parties involved that are willing to actually collaborate. You can't ask one group to be like, collaborate, and be like, okay, yes, we will. Go ahead.
That is correct. She's been controlling this for what? I've been here 40-something years. She's been controlling for maybe longer than that.
Yeah, it's almost 40 years. And it's not the first time.
She's going to the point of the apple tree in Nick.
Yeah, it's not the first time that somebody has made noise and tried to do something to get her out. And every chance they get, we always wonder, well, how come it's so hard? How come it's hard? Because she is well connected. She's a genius. And I will say that here. She's a genius. She's well connected. She has a lot of great relationships. And those relationships literally have had her tied in solitude with the city. She's literally who they look to for Caribbean people.
No. Come voting time.
Yep.
All those warriors that come around talking a whole big ball of boo-ha, they'll vote the hell out. It's simple and straightforward as that. Yeah. Don't come to my door or come and put no placard on my fence. Come on.
Exactly.
Don't come to my house.
No, don't come. And we do gotta get you're so right. You're so right. We do gotta get serious. We have to get serious. If you're not going to stand with us, then there's no reason for you to be there. And I know that their name is going around because, again, when you place yourself in the fire, you have to either be willing to get burned or at least take the heat. And if you don't have the fortitude, if you don't have the testicular fortitude to stand up and stand for something, then I can't support you. I cannot support you. Big shout outs to Liz Miranda. Liz Miranda will always have, not only because she's my friend, but because she's a woman of her word. When she says that she's going to do something, you best believe that she will do something and she will get my support every single time. Everybody else, I will use all the platforms and all the voice that I have to make sure that people understand when you are helping and when you are not. We've got to stop. We've got to stop voting for our friends. We got to stop voting for
name recognition.
Name recognition and stuff like that. Do your work. It's when we talk about voting, we're not talking about voting for the president and all kind of stuff. Who cares? There's nothing we can do about that. Massachusetts is a blue state. It ain't gonna not be a blue state. Y'all gonna get what we get. But when it comes to our local politicians and our votes literally matter. Our votes matter. And if you're not going to be out here making sure that you have the right to our vote, then expect that you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it.
That is true. So I hope that the younger ones that's coming up now that really should be involved, I hope they get involved.
And especially you West Indians and you Caribbean people, you young people out here that want to be out there every event. If you can be out there fetting in the rain in Zouave in 54 degrees, you could go vote. You could go vote.
That's right.
Let's just put it out there. And from now on, promoters should be out here doing their work too to make sure that these people are out here voting in the way that they should. Just because you had one good party doesn't mean that we should stop there. Zouave should just be one of many. It should probably just be the kickoff to our whole carnival season so that you guys can expect more and more and more events of that caliber each and every time. But no, we don't. We can't. Because y'all don't want to do no work. Do some work.
That group needs to go. It needs to go. She needs to go. She needs to go. She really needs to go.
Yeah.
And it's no disrespect. It's just time. Thank you, Beverly.
Whether it's disrespect or not, she needs to get the hell out.
I agree. But I'm sorry. I'm going to step off my soapbox now so we can get into the rest of the show. But you guys do have to be aware. You have to be aware, and you have to know what's going on. Saucy and Friends in the Morning starts now.
And let me get some shot.
I'm hot.
The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387. Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at sparkfmonline.com for more information.
All right, let's get into the show. We got a lot of grounds to cover other than fetes and partying and having a good time. Ooh, shout outs to Grace by Nia, who had Sam J's after party, and 50 Cent stopped by. I think it's dope that we have a place now that people, it feels good to say that an artist stops by here. We got an actual venue that you can sit down and eat, and you don't know what celebrity is going to roll up into the building.
I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Feel little.
Did y'all go?
No. We didn't even know.
I'm about to go down there by myself
Me today. I think the reservations is booked out to next week.
But can you walk in?
2 weeks in it. Oh, maybe you could go sit at the bar. You could go to the bar, maybe. If you want to sit down and have a little dinner.
Well, we got to make a reservation soon.
I heard that their menu was unapologetic.
Oh, what does that mean?
It's good.
I think that means unapologetically black.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, we got to make some reservations to get down there and have a hangout.
Let's get, today is Monday. It's going to be a high of 65 degrees with a 60% chance of rain.
On the 5th day of June. Big hardback summer. Big hardback summer. Deep into the summer.
65 degrees with 60% chance of cool rain.
Terrible.
Cloudy periods of light rain early, high 64. Winds north of the 10 to 15 miles per hour, and a chance of rain is 60%. And let's get into the stories and see what's going on. FTA demands MBTA submit new worker safety plan on Monday. What that mean?
Where?
What that mean?
The MBTA submit a new worker safety plan because the workers are unsafe on the MBTA.
Is it the workers unsafe, or is it the MBTA is unsafe for the workers?
Exactly. Tell me what the
MBTA has until Monday to submit a workers safety plan to federal officials. If they don't, workers will no longer be allowed on the tracks.
Oh,
that is terrible.
So then how we gonna get to work?
What that mean? They can't fix it. They can't ride it. What that mean? Oh my. I'm sitting here complaining about carnival and y'all can't get to work. I'm sorry.
Workers can't be on the tracks. So the trains won't be running, but will the buses be running?
When they say they can't be on the tracks, they can't fix the tracks? Go ahead.
Play the team.
For the MBTA, in just hours, the agency is expected to submit a new worker safety plan to federal officials. If they don't, workers will no longer be allowed on the tracks. NBC 10's Kirsten Glavin is live at Government Center to explain the changes they need to make. Kirsten?
Well, Darren, this comes after their first proposal was shut down. Now time is ticking for the MBTA to fast track these safety changes for their own workers. It's a deadline quickly approaching. The MBTA required to hand in a new worker safety plan to federal regulators by Monday after the initial plan was rejected. The Federal Transit Administration saying in a letter that the MBTA must make changes to protect workers on its right-of-way, and given the immediate risk to worker safety on the right-of-way, the FTA requires direct and focused actions.
I applaud the FTA for looking at the safety, quite frankly, of the people who have to go on those tracks every day.
Jim Rooney is a former track laborer working at the MBTA for more than 2 decades. He spoke with NBC 10 Boston earlier this week. Rooney says he's glad federal regulators are holding the MBTA accountable. The T's original plan lays out long-term safety improvements with completion dates at the end of this year and into 2024. The FTA responding that it's not soon enough, calling for revisions that can be applied within the next 60 days.
It sounds like they did not project the sense of urgency that the FTA is looking for in terms of timing and thoroughness of the plan.
Documents show that during a 1-month time span between March and April, the MBTA had 5 close calls and 1 serious employee injury.
When you're dealing with third rails and trains, you're talking life and death safety here. This isn't just something where someone could, cut themselves or have a recoverable injury. So, this is serious stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
you would think that they would have.
So what is we supposed to do with that?
Yeah, like what now?
So they're gonna do it. They're gonna give a safety plan fastly. Well, what is going on?
I mean, why? How they gonna get a safety plan fastly? Why they ain't had a safety plan all along?
You can't rush a safety plan.
No, you can't do that. And why the MBTA don't got a good safety plan in the first place?
Being the oldest shit in the world. What is that? What is that? What's the word?
Transit system.
That's the one. That's the word. That's what I meant. That was an acronym for system history in transportation. That's what it was.
What does mean, Tristan? What's ringing?
I don't know. What's ringing? Where you get a Spark FM half shirt from?
I made it.
Wow, he was creative.
Okay. So I'm sorry. This hasn't hit or I don't care if mainstream media cares to report this. For us Caribbean folks who have ever been to Barbados, JetBlue, BTMI team up to bring Chifette to New York and Boston.
Man.
Do y'all hear what I'm saying in my heart?
But where though?
So let's Barbados Tourism Marketing Incorporation, Export Barbados, and JetBlue are teaming up to bring one of Rihanna's favorite quick service restaurant spots to the East Coast for a summer pop-up event. Oh, it's just a summer pop-up event. Chifette, Barbados' biggest quick service restaurant chain, will be making its U.S. debut via a food truck pop-up in Manhattan, New York City on Tuesday, June 6th, and Boston on Thursday, June 8th. The food truck pop-up experience is expected to feature many of the restaurant's best-selling, including chicken wings, a variety of rotis, chicken tenders, and unique dipping sauces. I have never had the chicken wings or chicken tenders from Chifette in my life. I didn't know that they had that.
Me either.
Absolutely no trip to Barbados is complete without a trip to Chifette, and that is literally law. So we are as excited to have partnered with this iconic Bayesian brand, as well as JetBlue, who continues to be one of our most valuable partners in bringing the East Coast to Barbados, as well as a bit of Barbados to the East Coast via experiences like this one. This is the first time that Chifette will officially leave Barbados shores, so it's quite a significant event, and we are just happy to be part of the moment. Let me see. So they're coming on June 8th here. It don't say where it will be. They will host a special media event.
Somebody said down Copley. I saw in a comment on one of your things.
This is the first time I don't know, but we'll find out. We'll do a little bit of digging, find out exactly where they're going to be. Why wouldn't they put that in this article? Oh, maybe because they don't know. Again, it hasn't hit any of the mainstream papers down here, so I'm not sure what's going on. But you know what we will do? We will reach out. We will reach out and we will.
Because I want to know where it is. Because I want to get in line right after we leave this show.
Me too, because you know it's gonna be crazy. It's probably gonna look like a what's a Pinky Cold restaurant name?
And they Slutty Vegan.
Slutty Vegan.
And and now that especially now that they put that it's Rihanna's favorite restaurant, it's gonna bring out all kinds of delegations.
Oh, look, she's got a nice mask on. That's from Crop Over.
Chefette.
I don't know.
I've
Chefette.
never heard of it.
Ah!
Yeah. What you say, boy?
Last time I was in Barbados, I was 11.
Oh,
I don't think it was a Chefette.
That's true. Oh, he said.
I'm thinking about.
Corey said it's gonna be in Copley.
Man, you had Chefette if you was in Barbados.
He said he left in work. He left in work from Hurley. I left in work 9 a.m.
Good. Stand in line for us. We'll meet you down there at 11.
Oh, about 9. Yeah,
you don't have to buy. You don't have to buy the big box for everybody.
We gonna have to get a whole bunch. It's like fast food. It's fast food.
And they're
tiny little rotis.
With a little
They're
potato.
tiny little rotis. They're not. It's not a delicacy at any. It's just a little fun, quick roti.
Yeah. See, if the roti was little, I would like it.
See? Yeah. Oh yeah, you love a little. Yeah,
I don't
think
like
you'll
roti because it's so big.
This one is literally like little. Like it's a little snack roti.
Nice.
You get like 2 of them, and you
and then it's just like, oh, let's go to Chefette because you're in Barbados, so you gotta go.
You're at the beach, so I'm gonna go to Chefette real quick.
It's not like, oh my God, I gotta go. But if you're there, you have to.
Like how Trini's gotta go to KFC. So
Yeah. Dude, Trinidadian. What was the little Trinidadian fast food spot that they love? Do they got one?
No.
It's over here. What's it called?
I gotta call Brick.
Ling
What's
Wing?
the name of the place?
It's probably like Solo. The Avenue.
I'll tell you.
Okay. But yes, that is coming on June 8th. That is this week. Make sure that you guys we're gonna figure out exactly where it's gonna be, and then we're gonna meet out there and do a pop-up and play some Bayesian soca so we can climb on a fence and wine and walk up. A 60-year-old man is stabbed multiple times near Abington liquor store. That is terrible.
Why? Who did it?
I don't know. I'm not going to get into that. That's too heavy.
The attacks on seniors. Here's what I got to say about 60-year-old, though, and this is something that I realized this weekend. If being 60 plus means that I have to be more miserable than I am right now, I'm not sure if that's something I'm looking forward to. Yo, 60 plus year old mother effers is miserable AF. And I'm saying it and I mean it. And if you're 60 plus, you know it, so don't try to deny it.
Oh, look. You in Trinidad?
I would eat a Chefette roti, but after experience for the first time yesterday, a real roti here in TNT. Come on, Hyperel. Well, you're very fresh and rude and out of order.
Don't go down here showing off. Good morning, Sino. How are you today? We were having a very nice conversation about you earlier this morning.
Yes, we were. Sino, shout out to you and your promotional efforts. It's commendable. It's very good. I ain't never seen a promoter that be promoting as much as Sino.
That man was on somebody else's T-shirt with a T-shirt of his event. And I said, yes, that's how you do it. Visibility. I love it.
Cannabis company True Leaf expected to close all mass dispensaries. That's good for the other dispensaries because they're one of the biggest ones, right? Yeah. Dispensaries in Framingham, Northampton, and Worcester are set to close in June, and all Massachusetts operations are scheduled to stop at the end of the year. Cannabis company True Leaf is closing all of its Massachusetts locations at the end of the month and plans to cease operations entirely in the state by the end of the year, according to company announcement. True Leaf Cannabis Corp will shutter its Framingham, Northampton, and Worcester dispensaries, as well as an outpost in Grover Beach, California. The company announced it will also close its manufacturing site in Holyoke. The company has locations in 9 states and closed additional California-based stores last year. Despite those closures, CEO Kim Rivers said in the release that she felt confident in the direction of the company. True Leaf previously had to pay $14,000 in OSHA fines for a violation of the Holyoke cultivation site that resulted in a worker's death. $14,000, that's it. Lorna was 27, died from asthma complications following cannabis dust inhalation while working at the plant. The initial fine was $35,000 before a settlement was reached for the lower amount. Closures this year are set to affect 128 employees.
But cannabis dust? What? How?
You know, little dust particles. Man, it's a little dusty. And it's probably sticking in the nose and asthma. And any type of dust.
She had worked there. No, she had asthma.
I think they're supposed to have good filters and stuff. They're supposed to have good filters and stuff, but I think that was what was wrong. They didn't have any like filtration. There was like unsafe working environments.
Like, if I know I got a peanut allergy, I'm not gonna go work at the Snickers factory.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Diving into Boston, a lot of us didn't know that this happened, including myself.
Yes.
Brooks Payne took in the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series in the Seaport.
Yeah.
Did you know this? What? That they be diving off of the Seaport building?
Yeah. They did it last year.
This is that 90 feet up. It's 50 degrees and the wind is gusting at 28 miles per hour. And these people was really jumping out of the building into the water. And that is fine work that they did there. Let me see the video. I think it's a video. Oh, I don't think I gave. That is a tall jump. That is a tall jump to be up there in the wind.
Too. And it was cold and raining.
Don't the air up there be a little bit short and a little bit crisp, a little harsh too?
I believe so.
A little crisp air. And then you got to go. Then you got to dive down in all of that water, and that is just fancy and fine.
As you going down, ain't there air blowing on you, and then you get into the cold water?
Well, you're very aerodynamic at that point.
Oh, yes.
Would y'all
would I what?
Would you
Would I what?
I'm gonna show the people in a minute.
I would belly flop right into
water. She doesn't get in. She doesn't jump into any water. She has to graze into. It takes Danielle like an hour to get into the water.
By the time I get in the water, it's time for us to leave.
Yeah,
boy, it's cold.
And that literally, she's not even lying. By the time she gets in, everybody's like done, ready to go eat.
And I'd be like, oh, we all out. Guess I'll go back up too, because I don't need to follow through. If y'all get out, me too. I made it up to my shoulders. Oh, we out. That is fun, but I can't dive like that. I would literally flop down on my side. I can't do it. I cannot do it. And then last but not least, a Somerville school closes after concrete falls inside of the school. Sound like they was in the MBTA.
Exactly. That is not a lie.
The same person who created the MBTA must have put up that Somerville school, because all of the ceilings is coming down, and that's terrible. I'll be damned if I send my child to school with some concrete fall on it. It better fall in a place that we could just sue and I don't have to go to the hospital.
I know. The school closed. The school better be closed because they figuring out how to give me $10,000.
10,000? 10 million?
Oh, wow.
10 million?
You're an achiever.
Malicious.
Here goes the story.
Let's see what happened to the concrete on the children. I don't think it actually fell on them, but can you sue you can sue for emotional
Winter
distress?
Hill Community School for the rest of the school year after concrete fell onto a stairwell. Parents tell us this is just the latest incident in a string of safety concerns. NBC 10's Aaron Logan joins us live outside the school. And Aaron, classes are canceled until Thursday, right?
That's right, Darren. And parents are worried about childcare during those days and where their kids will go. But tonight around 7 o'clock, the school did post an update, posting temporary locations of where exactly all these kids will be going. The bottom line, these parents say they don't want their kids back here until there are major renovations. The sign on school grounds says call 311 to report problems. Lately, Gandhi Aldana has been tempted to call 911.
Because it's over 10 years, we talk about the needs of this school.
So when she heard about concrete falling onto a stairwell inside Winter Hill Community School Thursday, she wasn't at all surprised, just relieved no one was inside. The night before, a different story.
We have the open house for all families. This school was full.
Aldana's third grade son has been going here since preschool. She says since then, there has been one problem after the next with the building's condition.
Elevators don't work 2-3 years. We have kids with wheelchairs. It's too hard.
Elevators to sinks to bathrooms. She says repairs are just one concern. Consistency with learning another. On Friday, her son, who has an individualized education plan, told the mayor it's been hard. First, dealing with at-home learning during the pandemic, not enough room in this school, and now missing more class.
Without school, it's not a great time.
Sunday, the interim superintendent and mayor issuing a statement saying, in part, closing school as we did Friday or shifting locations for the remainder of the year is, of course, never what we want for our students, families, or staff. But out of an abundance of caution, we are all hands on deck finalizing contingency plans for the remainder of the school year. Parents at other area schools say it's unfair for these children.
It is unfair. It's unfair for them too. They just want to go to. They don't even want to go to school in the first place.
They just wanted whatever that little boy said.
Yeah, jump. And then machetes are back in Boston. 2 detectives assigned to District A1 are seeking the public's help.
What's that?
Machetes. Public's help to identify the suspects in the images below in connection to a recent assault and battery by means of a dangerous weapon. The incident occurred at about 8:57 a.m. on Tuesday, May 23rd in the area of Tremont Street and Temple Place. They're still looking for these people. 2 suspects had machetes and was going after and trying to chop up a third guy. And I don't know if they got him, but they are looking for them because they are machete wielding delinquents.
Is there a machete factory around here? Because we've been reading a lot of machete stories. Like, what's happening?
I feel like we're taking a stance and getting rid of the guns and maybe going with a machete, more of a personal item. I think we're gonna have to put a ban on the machetes.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy.
But then they're gonna start 3D printing them, so we can't do nothing.
Oh, can you 3D print a machete?
Yeah, if you can 3D print a damn gun, you can 3D print
that's
a machete.
Terrible. That's terrible.
They all look like some kind of characters.
Oh, they have them.
Oh, there's only 2. There's only 2 suspects.
There's only 2?
Yeah.
These are all the same print?
These are all the same. I don't know how he got all his clothes off and why he took them
Kung
off.
Fu movie?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are y'all doing? You got hot wielding the machete? Like it was turning the heat up? Like, what do you do? Where's your clothing?
It was getting hot in there. He took off all his clothes.
He want to take his clothes off.
It was the summer block party. He came dressed appropriately. I can't.
We're going to go to a quick commercial.
Pastor Troy says you can't 3D print metal yet. But how are they making the ghost guns then, Pastor
You don't
Troy?
need it to be a metal gun to be a gun. Oh, you just need a conduit.
A point.
A conduit. In order to get the bullet through.
Where'd you learn that? Your word of the day calendar? Get out of here. Let's go to commercial. I hate this girl.
Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We'll be back with the national and world news. Keep it locked.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
Boston and surrounding communities. Boston Lesbi Gay Urban Foundation and Fenway Health Center is coming to inform you on how important it is to protect yourself from COVID-19. Let's get vaccinated. Let's encourage our loved ones and community friends and family to get boosted. Getting a COVID shot and a booster shot will help save more lives. Guess what? If you receive a vaccination, Blue will give you a one-day pass to any Urban Pride event, July 1st to July 3rd, 2023. To get connected to a health center near you, email info@lesbiagayurbanfoundation.org or visit the CDC website to learn more.
Unites Production invites you to their annual International Togetherness Boat Ride. Tell me about work in the morning, unless we're talking hard work. Wine and jam on Saturday, July 15th. Boarding time is at 7 p.m. Departure time is at 8 p.m. sharp. It's all taking place at 70 Rosewater. That's the Seaport District in Boston. Aboard the MV Freedom. Tickets are only $60 in advance and $70 the day of the event. Your DJs on board: Mastermind, Vital Rhythm, Sergio, Alfredito, Idrin, HMP out of New York City. Special performances by a group from Honduras. Turbo Rhythm section of the Trinidad. Light dinner's gonna be included. It's a 21+ event and proper ID is required. Come dress to impress in your mellow yellow attire. Tickets are available on eventbrite.com. For more information, contact 617-719-3972 or 617-980-4729. Unites Productions invites you to their annual International Togetherness Boat Ride. Look at how it are.
Yamba Market. Visit the first black-owned dispensary in Cambridge. Yamba Market's mission is to participate authentically in building a socially restorative adult cannabis market in Massachusetts and beyond. Their commitment to the Yamba family is to provide an inclusive and exemplary experience focused on a broad selection of unique strains, quality products, and customer journey. Open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. 580 Mass Avenue, Central Square, Cambridge, Massachusetts. Registration at yambamarket.com.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-Made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM.
Come on.
Spark FM.
Yo, chick a man be ballin'. Leave chick pigeon toed. Some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh. It's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We are the people's station, and it is time to get into our national and world news. Let's find out all the fun things that is happening around you, Miss Tony. What do you got for us?
The news today is so fun that I have, and I'm just like, it's not all good news, but it's definitely fun to me.
It's fun news?
Yeah. Sorry, wait a minute. Let me fix that. Anyhow, here we go. What is happening? Oh, well, this is sad. I'm going to start off in a sad way. And then it gets better. It gets better. No survivors found in a plane that flew over D.C. and led to fighter jet scramble crashes in Virginia. This is awful. The other day, I was looking out the window, and there were 2 planes flying in the same direction, very close to each other. And I was like, what? I don't think that's safe. Like, I was going to call air traffic control.
You was going to call them?
Yeah, and just be like, hey, that doesn't look right. What's happening over there?
Just wanted to let you know what was happening in the skies.
This says that shortly after 3 p.m., Annapolis Office of Emergency Management says it was an authorized Department of Defense flight. The city of Bowie says it came from a flight out of Joint Base Andrews, and Homeland Security says there was no threat at the time. So a wayward and unresponsive business plane that flew over the nation's capital.
There's a clip here.
Go.
Like an explosion, thunder, or maybe an earthquake. And since it happened, viewer video has been coming into our newsroom that captured the boom. So take a listen to this one. This is in Annapolis at 3:06 p.m. Here it is.
What's that?
That was the crash. Is this the same story?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could hear that there, people report hearing the boom just after 3 p.m. That's when 911 operators and our newsroom were inundated with the reports of the loud noise. Now, we're told it was caused by a, quote, an authorized Department of Defense flight. And the flight caused a sonic boom, according to the Annapolis Office of Emergency Management. Meantime, the city of Bowie tweeted that the sonic boom came from a plane out of Joint Base Andrews. D.C. Homeland Security and Emergency Management also made a statement on Twitter stating that the department was, quote, aware of reports from communities throughout the National Capital Region of a loud boom this afternoon, saying there was no threat at this time. People here in Gambrel shared what was going through their heads when it happened.
Our Ring notifications were going crazy with so many different options. Was it the Navy, or was it a sonic boom, or was it an earthquake?
I heard a plane overhead, so I was like, maybe it was a jet, and then it like crossed the sound barrier. But I've heard that before, and it also seemed a little too loud.
Understandable. Now, various agencies have been reporting different things to us.
That's terrible.
When we reached out to the FAA.
That is horrible.
Yes,
Sorry
that young
for that
man had
Kim.
quite an interesting theory about what it could have been, huh?
Maybe.
It was a sonic boom that attacked the atmosphere and went into the ozone. What are you talking about? Anyways, here we go. We're going to get kind of, this one's not good either. A Florida woman's car caught fire with her children inside while she was shoplifting, yes. A woman identified as Alicia Moore, 24, parked in a Dillard's parking lot around noon on May 26th, leaving her 2 children in the car, according to the arrest report issued by the police department. You have the story on that? That's cool.
Inside it. Shoppers in the area helped rescue the 2 children. We're told one of them suffered from some first-degree burns. Police arrested 24-year-old Alicia Moore and charged her with aggravated child abuse and several other crimes. She has pleaded not guilty. The cause of this fire is unknown.
That is so sad and crazy.
Terrible.
50% chance of rain
You
and
leave
highs
your children in the
will
first
be
of all.
sizzling near night.
The only time you should leave your children in the car is if you got to run in and get the pizza. And even then, you got to have it parked right in front of the car, and it need to be raining.
And lately, because he's a full 8 years old, he runs in to get the pizza, and I sit in the car. That's how we do it.
Just
Jesus.
watch him. Like.
Yeah, like I got to park right in the doorway to see him coming in and out.
Go on and get your pizza. Get him the street. $4 for one slice of cheese.
Get my change like that.
Count it before you leave.
You don't leave the children in the car to go shoplifting.
That's just not what you do.
That is just awful. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Another case of people behaving badly. This Sonic employee is arrested in New Mexico after cocaine was found in a customer's hot dog.
First of all, hot dogs already have a bad reputation.
They do.
And for you to go there and put a baggie of Coke in it is really effed up.
What's a hot dog? Is a glizzy?
It's a glizzy.
But I love a
glizzy.
A coked up glizzy.
Y'all know I love me a hot dog, so don't mess with my hot dog. Put a side of broccoli on the side of that. Jeffrey David Salazar, 54, faces a felony charge.
Did you say side of broccoli?
I love a hot dog and broccoli.
She keep talking about this hot dog and broccoli thing.
You almost made me
Was you not hear this last time when she had to describe it?
Y'all don't know about hot dog.
I just feel like it smells like fart.
It's so good. Next time you come to my house, I'll make you hot dog and broccoli.
I don't care. I don't want it.
It's a delicatessen. An employee at a Sonic drive-in restaurant in New Mexico was arrested after he lost his bag of cocaine that somehow ended up in a customer's hot dog. Jeffrey Salazar faces a felony charge. I read all that already. Police say illegal narcotics were discovered in a customer's recent Coney purchase at Sonic. Look at him. He looked like he didn't. He's upset that he lost his bag of cocaine. The substance was inadvertently placed in the food as Salazar was preparing the order. A field test determined the substance or confirmed that the substance discovered in the food was indeed cocaine. According to the incident report, a woman called police on Tuesday after she bit into her food only to discover she had bitten into a plastic bag. According to the Rio Grande Sun, she does believe any of the powdered substance went into her mouth. She says the affidavit for the arrest warrant says Salazar was observed on video surveillance conducting what appeared to be a hand-to-hand transaction with a female employee. Salazar then made her food before appearing to frantically search the area as if he lost something.
Go in there, order 2 hot dogs and 1 glizzy.
Yes. But what show was that where they were serving the
It
burgers?
was BMF. No,
BMF.
Not BMF.
It was BMF.
No, Kanan.
Are you sure? I think it was BMF.
It was BMF because the girlfriend.
The girl.
What she name was?
What's her name?
Ace.
Toonsy. Anyway, Salazar admitted to police he purchased the cocaine from someone in the restaurant's parking lot, according to the arrest warrant. Imagine he made the hot dog and he was like, like that.
Where's that one that I just made?
After the hot dog was gone.
Did you serve that?
But wouldn't you rather, like, all the plastic things that it could be, right? Wouldn't you rather it be a bag of cocaine than other things? What if it was like a condom? Ew, that's gross. That's a nasty thought.
Hey, speaking of condoms, how many of y'all was out there having sex in Suave? That's what I heard too.
Having sex in the Suave?
They did give people condoms, so I know the status messages 2 days later was crazy.
What are you talking about?
I heard that there was people having sex in the porta potties.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
That's what they said on the status messages. You know, I like to read the foolishness and then I go and read the shared. I like to read the shared ones because that's when they get very, very, they get very, very wild over there.
Y'all really, that is really gross.
That is.
I mean, having sex outside at Suave sounds kind of sexy.
Yeah, in a nice corner. In a
nice corner. But to be in the porta potty?
No, having sex at Suave does not sound nice. It
sounds romantic.
It doesn't. It sounds dirty and nasty.
I mean, if you know the person and y'all both wet.
If that's your person.
Ain't no clean space at Suave.
I don't know. It was raining, Tristan. Everything was clean.
Dirty.
Everything was sanitized.
Go right behind the porta potties.
No.
On the gate.
On the gate, yes. On the gate. I like on the gate.
Come back, your back is all engraved.
I know. I have a picture of me toppled over at Suave from one year. Toppled the F over. Deputies accuse a man of using a Nintendo duck hunt pistol during a robbery.
Yes.
Why does he still have that? We should go find ours.
Yes, we should.
A duck hunt pistol.
Oh, that looks real. I thought it was the gray one with the orange.
I know
with
the
gray
one with the orange.
side.
I was about to say, this doesn't look like a duck hunt
that
pistol.
That looked for real. Y'all are playing.
Oh, he sprayed it. He spray painted it. A South Carolina man was arrested after authorities said he robbed a convenience store with a fake gun designed to play a Nintendo video game. David Joseph D'Alessandro, 25, held up a quick stop in Sharon, a small town in northwestern South Carolina.
Their hair is beautiful.
Using a black spray painted duck hunt gaming pistol, according to the New York County Sheriff's Office. CNN was able to determine whether he was represented by an attorney. That hair is gorgeous.
Isn't it nice?
Wow. Witnesses told deputies a person allegedly walked into the store on May 30th wearing a wig. That's not a wig. That's not a wig, yeah. Hoodie, sweatshirt, and a mask. And the person allegedly showed the clerk the fake gun in a waistband and demanded about $300.
This is what you say. Rewind.
$300.
Where did he go into the store? It was a convenience store?
Yeah.
Just give me $300.
That's like
pew pew pew.
What's his name? Dr. Evil. And he was like, $1 million. $1
million. $300.
Give me $300.
What a specific give me $329.
What is that? What are you robbing the store for $300 for? Sheriff's deputies discovered D'Alessandro in a nearby Dollar General store parking lot. Oh,
that's exactly what he was doing. He was going to shop up.
He was going to shop, armed with the gaming pistol in his pants. He was arrested and remains behind bars without bond. He faces charges including armed robbery with a deadly weapon and petty larceny. It should be armed robbery with a petty weapon and deadly larceny because it's a duck hunt gun. Leave him alone. And I want to get into this story because what y'all picking on Shein for?
Listen.
What's going on?
First of all, you have the wrong frame of mind. It's not picking on Shein. Shein is picking on the children.
No. Nah. Now, you know everybody's summer wardrobe and vacation wardrobe come from Shein. Leave it alone. They call
like
it a
blood diamonds.
fast fashion giant. What about all the other people?
Fashion Nova.
Don't name all of them because now we got to go over to them.
Oh, true.
But anyhow, I did place a Shein order last week. But anyhow, fast fashion, them children better fill my order quick. I'm lying, sorry. Fast fashion giant with ties to China tries to shake forced labor claims.
Jesus.
The world's largest online fashion retailer says the third-party test refute claims its cotton comes from prohibited Chinese region. Shein, the world's largest fashion retail outlet or whatever retailer, is out to change its negative reputation in Washington. The e-commerce popular site with Gen Z is one of the most prominent purveyors of
not Gen Z. It's around all of the gens.
The boomers and everybody be wearing Shein.
All of the gens.
Right, and now Shein got stuff for your house, and they selling home goods like Temu.
It's definitely child labor.
Yeah.
Well, when you put in all of that, it's definitely.
It's fast fashion, known for selling a wide variety of cheap dresses, skirts, and shirts made under.
Don't call them cheap. $10. Call them inexpensive.
Inexpensive, but the company, which founded in China in 2008, has been assailed by allegations that its clothes are made with forced labor of Chinese Uyghurs. What is that word?
I feel like this is a conspiracy with the government that they're trying to shut down Shein like they did TikTok.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I believe, they got Yeezys there too?
But yes, girl. They have big red boots.
But that's my problem with Shein is that they are bootlegging a lot of creators stuff. Yeah. A lot of people on Instagram. A lot of people on Instagram that have fashion lines and stuff. They're coming up with creative clothes and stuff like that. And they have them at high prices because these are like one of one. And Shein's literally just hijacking it and just dumbing.
She was like, hold that. I'll mass produce for us. Yeah.
Actually, one of our friends posted the other day that they had big red boots in rainbow.
They
the
did.
Other day.
Oh, I saw them.
Yeah,
I saw them. Yes.
So these Chinese Uyghurs, the word is you. Who had them on as well?
It's on when I went live. It's either on my Instagram or Facebook.
Lord. Chinese Uyghurs. It's UYGHURS, and that apparently is an oppressed minority group, and that its business model intentionally evades American tariffs. So Shein has been under fire. I've been seeing a lot of things. I've been seeing videos of like bags and bags of Shein. Yeah. What is that? What are those videos saying? Somebody's haul. I don't know.
On Saturday at Sam J's comedy show, she literally said that Shein got basketball sports shoes that look just like Jordan. Those look real.
They're not.
Anyways, but at the comedy show, she says, the thing is that people like to fake like we are all not pieces of shit a lot of the times, and we are, because there's some things that we'll go really, really hard for, and there's other things that we know are kind of bad and we'll still do it. And I feel like Shein is one of those. I know this could be child labor, maybe, I don't know, but I'm gonna continue to think that it's not, so that I'll buy them, because like you said, people have been like the Shein hauls are crazy. You can get a whole entire wardrobe for like $200.
And then what is that? This thing pops up on my thing all the time.
Earn
about the
$750
$750 of Shein
It almost
credit.
got me today, girl.
What was it, girl?
And you got to do a series of little surveys and stuff like that. And for every little survey or little brand thing that you do, you get points. And then you can get points up until $750. Oh. It almost got me this morning. I almost signed up. Like it almost got, because I was like, imagine $700. Exactly. They got kids clothes too, because me and CK would be laced.
Remember me and Noah got matching outfits and Shein.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice. Anyhow, well, it doesn't say that it's child labor. It says it's a minority group in China called the Uyghurs.
Yo, Shein's a platform. Hyperella said my whole outfit right here. Shein's
my whole trip where
everybody
fits
going on vacation.
Literally.
And they send it to you in the little plastic bags. It's like packing cubes. Your suitcase be all neat.
Did I tell you I had a roomie, right? He opened his suitcase, everything.
Yeah.
Listen, you can't tell me nothing.
Shoes,
you can't tell me nothing.
Shoes, the sunglasses to match.
If you are smart, You will sit there and be like, oh, I don't got time to go shopping for vacation. You go right on the Shein, download the little app. It'll remind you that you got to pay for them. Yes. And then you just pick all your things and just press it. And then they got a coupon. Coupon,
Kleiner, Affirm, Afterpay.
You can get your whole outfit without even paying for it yet.
You pay for your clothes when you come back from your trip.
Hello.
It
is so financially.
Now they got a U.S. and a China warehouse. You can get your things even faster.
And you know they ain't doing child labor in the United States because we keep it on the up and up.
Hot sauce was Shein bag on her head at Juve in Antigua.
And the boy was like, I like your hat.
Yes.
Because he knew it. He knew what happened.
We need a sponsorship over here.
Oh, yeah, she is. That's what they should do. If they want to get back in good graces, they should make us help them.
I agree. Mm-hmm, that was that story. And then now we get very interesting stories here. This is so crazy. An 80-year-old man was attacked by killer bees for 3 hours and survived. Carl Amos had so many tears filling his eyes that he couldn't put in the passcode to his cell phone as he tried to call for help. Lying on the grass outside his Oklahoma home last month, the 81-year-old used one hand to swat away the swarm of bees stinging him while he tried to unlock his phone with the other.
This sounds like when Pastor Troy got attacked by 3 bees and they bit him about the
lips. Remember, he had a big, sexy bottom lip. His lip looked like a big red boot. That's not funny. Amos could barely see, typing the wrong combination so many times he'd have to wait at least an hour until he could try again. He didn't know about the feature that could let him call 911 without typing in the passcode. The cloud of bees stuck around him, still stinging. They stung him for like 3 hours.
How many bee stings did he end up getting? Over 200. Oh my God.
He was left with a broken hip in his backyard and hundreds of stingers in his body as the attack ensued.
He didn't have a little price line, little button that he can press. I think everybody at the age of 75 and over need to, or maybe a little 80.
I don't know if it's a price line either.
What's it called? A lifeline. Lifeline.
He said the pain was excruciating. I couldn't tell you how bad it hurt. And poor little thing, but he survived. He started to run a little bit, but he tripped and fell. It's a very, very long story.
Run?
Yeah, he said he lifted the handgun and shot upward towards the sky 3 times, hoping that someone would hear. He had a gun on him. What was he going out there to sting? He said, Lord, I need your help. Please help me. And the Lord answered. He and a few others from Beaufort, including one who was a beekeeper, called 911 and tried to keep the bees away from his face. It doesn't say, but
look at this one running away from the bees. Oh my God, look how they're attacking. Oh my God.
Them bees is crazy.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Who's driving next to him? Get out and help him.
Well, he said he ain't mowing the lawn no more.
Wait, did you get back in and did forget to help him? You wasn't going to, you didn't want to. Oh, he's like, I'm not going to get out and help him. He got to come save himself.
Let me see. This one, he fell down from the bees chasing him.
Oh my God.
Killer bees. That's terrible. Anyways.
Oh, the video is playing for you guys now. This one is running. And then watch when he. Did he bust his face open?
Jesus.
Wait.
Oh yeah, he was bleeding.
The other person. I don't know whether to. I don't know. You have to be in that situation because I feel like he's crazy. Because look, he got out and then he immediately went back in. And then it looked like he probably rolled down the window for the other one. But when you go come and help him get inside, move the car closer to him at least. Drive and move it closer so he can get in.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God, he fell over again. I can't do this.
This is from the bees attacking him. And he's not even the old man that we're talking about. He's the one trying to help the old man.
Oh no,
That's terrible.
I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized. That's why you got to find a pond, and I see it on the cartoons. They run into the water.
And jump in and say, jump into it.
This story.
This is the story right here. A 122-year-old.
Can you take a pause for the cause so Tristan could get this video loaded up as you start over so people could listen to what she's saying.
123-year-old virgin, still holding out hope that she will one day find a man. And that's so accurate, isn't it?
It's rude for you to laugh, Tristan.
That's just so accurate, isn't it?
Yeah, because she's going to be waiting for the rest of her.
Because if we held out we would be waiting 123 years old too for some man, wouldn't we? Teresa Nyakayuri Jamba is a virgin and still holding out hope for her Mr. Right. She grew up in a household where it was taboo to talk about boys. She listened to the teaching of her culture so much so that her family even began finding men for her to marry once she became of age. She said she never had feelings for any of those men, and she just wanted to be alone. She said her strong fear for men rooted in her childhood teachings is what has kept her from engaging with men. When she was finally ready to find love, she said her old age made it hard for her to attract men. Teresa says she is ready for love and is not giving up hope. If a man shows up, I'll be willing to entertain the option, the 123-year-old says. She also added that she refuses to give up until she finds a good man willing to spend his time with her. Teresa currently lives alone and does not work. The home she lives in is so old that she anticipates it caving in soon. And she says that loneliness sometimes leaves her without days.
Untouched by intimacy and covered in wrinkles, Teresia has never seen the nakedness of a man, and for 122 years, she lives on with the unfulfilled desire, a defiant hope, and a courageous spirit of waiting that one day a man will emerge and embrace her soul. This woman here is 123 years old, and
I don't believe it, but okay. I don't believe that she's 123, but okay.
Somebody said
she's 123.
She probably would have died already if she had a man. She's never had any stress, and that's why she's lived so long.
80, maybe 90.
Y'all don't believe it?
I also feel like if it ain't happened before, it's not going to happen now.
Alexia J said that's probably how she made it so far, but just honestly, just send her a rose. It ain't worth it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you ain't, I mean, she sounds like... Honestly, she sounds like these women out here to be like, oh, I've been celibate for 23 years waiting out for love. You ain't gonna find it.
No.
I just want the record to reflect that either you let a man touch you and semi-like you, or you just gonna end up like 123-year-old virgin Sulia, who is still looking for the nakedness of a man.
It is better to love and lose than to never love at all.
Say it one more time.
Sulia, and the thing is, if she find a man now, he gonna kill her. Mm-hmm. If they send her a rose, she gonna die. Mm-hmm. So you might as well just go and find somebody to touch it.
Yes, just fine. And then let me ask you a question, Tristan.
Why are you asking me?
Let me ask you a question, because he's a man. She wants to be touched by a man.
She wants somebody to make her feel good.
It's make her feel good.
Make her feel
now,
good.
If somebody was like, Tristan, you got to do this deed, and you got to help this lady out, and for you got to help her out, would you do it?
The 123-year-old woman?
Tristan, don't ignore me.
Oh,
no! See, I'm going to open it up to the real people in the comment section, because Tristan is not a nice person. Men out there, because I'm not going to ask the women, because she says she desires a man. The men out there, would y'all do it?
My 36-year-old piece ain't going to nobody 120-year-old.
It might feel different. It might feel wise, mature. A mature boom boom.
Oh God!
It's super mature. It is elderly and.
Can you imagine the folds you gotta go through to get to it?
It probably don't even got no folds. It's probably look like a nice one. It ain't never been touched. Come on.
Play them thing there now.
Mike Nice, Pastor Troy. Where y'all at? Don't get all quiet now. Okay, let me put some wager on it. I'm not saying that you guys need to be wagered, because you should be willing to do this deed because you are nice people. And if I gotta pay you, I don't think you're a nice person. So let me give it to you non-nice people. All of y'all men in the comment section, all of you guys listening, 617-272-3387. Would you do the deed to give this lady her one desire?
She don't want to have sex.
Because
you ain't even offering nobody money. Nothing.
I'm gonna put 500 on it. I got 500.
She don't want to have sex though. She's looking for love.
Pastor Troy, don't answer. Don't bother answering.
What he say?
Please hold. I'm asking my penis.
Good night. Giggity. Pastor Troy's penis said no. Mike Nice said he will pass. Evan Disa said somebody will definitely hit that 123 year old.
Because I just feel like that's a thing. That's bragging rights though. Like, yo, I just took down this 123-year-old shorty. You just took down a what?
You're gonna kill her.
She's probably gonna kill them. She's got pent up energy in there.
But the thing is, she ain't got no teeth.
Tristan.
So the foreplay will be nice.
Tristan, it is bragging rights.
What?
What if you was like, yo, your boy, you sitting around your boys, be like, yo, Tris, what'd you get into, dog?
Wow.
I just took down this 123, dog.
Ew.
This 123.
No, they're gonna be like, ew. That's like cocoon.
No, because they'd be like, yo, dog, what it was like. Because it honestly,
I mean, it makes for good conversation,
yeah.
I'm sure, but you're not going to get
does.
props for that. You're going to be, that's gross. Like, she ain't even rich. She sleep on the floor.
True.
If you took down a 123-year-old that was rich, then that'd be different.
True.
But this chick sleep on the floor in a house that she thinks is going to collapse on her. I'm waging that this house will collapse on her before she get a man.
Or it will collapse when she get a man because all of the motion in the ocean. Is there going to be any motion in the ocean?
No, it ain't no ocean to moat.
Put that on you. Add a little notch to your belt. That nice.
Yeah.
You think that should be worth 123 notches.
She never gave it up, but it doesn't say she wasn't giving handies or licking the lolly.
But you bait me up differently.
She could be a dirty virgin.
Yeah, she could be a dirty virgin. No, he said she's lacking the intimacy of a man.
Yeah, so she's not looking for sex. She wants somebody who will come and embrace her, the story says. She wants
Somebody said
embraced.
This is a prime example of how delusional women can actually be.
It is.
Touche.
That's what I said though. If we waited for the right man to come along, right? If we had been waiting all this time, we would probably live to the ripe age of 123 and still be waiting too. But no, we just, haven't waited and just been disappointed on
That's what your problem is y'all don't know how to be celibate like her. Y'all don't have no discipline.
Celibate like me.
Next story, please.
That's it. That's all I got.
And we're gonna go right into entertainment. Grace Jones, 75, hula hoops for 6 minutes straight out of We Who Pride. Oh,
yes.
Grace Jones still out here. Look,
75
all
years
right.
old.
How about Grace Jones?
Grace Jones will break you off.
She just hula hoop for 6 minutes. That is a time.
Grace Jones is Grace Jones.
That's a good bragging right.
I can't hula hoop for a good 30 seconds. So that
she
is
looks
amazing.
amazing.
I can't
Play it. Let me see.
No, it's not. They're not showing her, but like here it is, a video of her hula hooping. She looks amazing for 75. I hope when I'm 75, I look like that too.
If I'm gonna be miserable, let's do it.
What did he say? What did he say too?
What did she say?
She
I just gotta keep it up, baby.
Hurry up, Grace. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, and she's singing.
Yep. I'd definitely take that down. Yeah.
Gonna buy a hula hoop.
Me too.
Who else you know performing 75 with a hula hoop?
With a hula hoop, okay.
You know what they have now? They have weighted hula hoops that you put on and help you to lose weight.
Those are great because I need to get these side
I'm a hula hooping now.
Me too. When she was doing it, I couldn't stop.
Go girl.
Look at this egghead. He doesn't even have to drive, yet here he is being dumb. Sean Diddy Combs' Diddy's son, Justin Combs, arrested for a DUI. Our producer did not have to call that boy egghead.
Why? Does he have an egghead?
Justin Combs' alcohol and music impresario, Sean Diddy Combs' oldest son, was arrested for driving under the influence on Sunday. Los Angeles Police Department officials confirmed with Fox News Digital that Justin was arrested following a routine traffic stop. This doesn't care. What had happened, though, is now Justin's mama is sitting there subliminally Instagramming Diddy about his poor influence on the children and blaming him for the fact that this almost 30-year-old man got arrested for the DUI.
What did she say? Her tweets are down here.
What did it say?
How you go from one of the greatest to ever do it to making all of your money all off alcohol and suing the damn alcohol company. Sell something healthy that builds people up. I'm sick of it, not mine. And then she said, and Christina, if you ever try to handle me again, I will go straight across your head. Stay out of the way. You are a nice person. Everyone is tough until it's time to be tough.
Who's Christina?
Christina is his assistant, apparently. So it says here that Justin's mom, Misa, who is usually very quiet, had a few things to say about Diddy and his chief of staff, Christina. Could it be that Justin got intoxicated at Diddy's sponsored event?
How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys think that Diddy has some responsibility in how his children behave? I think this is influence?
He's got a huge influence on his children, obviously.
Yeah.
I think that Misa is also very... She's a very well-known person, too. She's a clothing designer. She designed my little dress that I had on in my circle. And she is fantabulous. And I think that he does have a lot more influence than her, I'm sure, because he's Diddy. He's Diddy. Of course he has influence. And yes, you would think that your kids would not want to embarrass you, but these celebrity kids get to do whatever they want, right? So, I don't know. That's how she feels. I'm sure she's embarrassed by it, but Diddy probably is like... it's gonna happen.
I saw a lot of different comments and stuff like that pertaining to it. How about you, Tristan? Do you feel like he should take some blame for the child?
Not at all.
Yeah,
you're a grown ass kid.
He's
Come
30.
on now.
Yeah, he's 30. You know,
I don't think he should take responsibility, but I do think
he's definitely influential.
Yeah.
If I do anything, I'm not expecting anybody to look to my mother to be like, "Hey, no." I'm a grown ass man. I make my own decisions.
This is not celebrity news, but this is onto the Ralph Yarl case with the 85-year-old man that shot him in the head or in an arm. Evidence found in the criminal case against Andrew Lester will stay out of the public eye. Earlier this week, a Missouri judge granted Lester's motion to seal the case partially. Lester was reportedly received threats and harassment since shooting Ralph Yarl, a black teenager, in April. Lester's attorney filed a protective order on the top of May. They claim that the ongoing media spotlight on the case poses safety and fair hearing concerns. The Clay County judge agreed on Wednesday. The evidence will be kept from the public, but provided to the prosecutors and to the defense. The court finds the evidence abducted and supporting exhibits admitted into evidence not only compels closure, but also for good cause requires it. The threats and harassment demonstrate defendant's life and physical safety are in jeopardy. I mean, he put somebody else's life in jeopardy, so why are we protecting his life? Nobody's going to protect Ralph Yarl. Ralph Yarl didn't do anything but ring the doorbell and pleasantly ask if his brothers was in there, and you shot that boy in the head, then you shot him again in the arm. So I'm not sure why we protecting your rights. And how come the bees wasn't over there? I just want to know why the bees chose that 81-year-old and not this one. He needs to be beed.
He needs to be beed.
He needs to be beed.
Maybe that's the kind of punishment that we need to have for people.
Mm-hmm.
People need to be beed.
Because it's crazy out there what everybody's doing in this world. But punishment just don't be coming when it's supposed to be come. Abbott Elementary star Tyler James Williams says he's not gay. I didn't think he was gay.
He was very, very effeminate on that show.
Effeminate
on that show that he was on. Legs crossed. He had on a little sleeveless blouse. It was kind of off the shoulder.
What show was that?
Was it Jennifer Hudson?
Oh, I didn't see it. So Abbott Elementary star Tyler James Williams responding to rumors that he is gay and speaking out against speculating on someone's sexuality, which I think is completely correct. Over the weekend, the actor took to Instagram stories to confirm that contrary to some speculation, he is not gay. Williams, 30, went on to explain why overanalyzing others and trying to guess their sexuality is a very dangerous practice, both because it limits how straight men such as himself behave and leaves LGBTQ individuals or those questioning their sexuality feeling less safe. Usually I wouldn't address stuff like this, but I feel like it is a conversation this conversation is bigger than me. Williams, who plays Gregory on the ABC sitcom, wrote, "I'm not gay, but I think the culture of trying to find some kind of hidden trait or behavior that closeted persons slip up, just in case a closeted person slips up, is very dangerous." That's the part that I did think. Like, if I am in the closet and I'm trying to hide this this, but my mannerisms might indicate that I'm gay, and you let me out the closet before I'm ready to come out. I think that's the reason why people stay inside of the closet and hide who they are and end up suffering in silence because y'all won't mind your business. Everybody hates Chris.
No.
This is another thing I want. So speaking along the lines of that, I was watching a show last night that I've been watching. It's called With Love. It's on Prime. It's a really, really good show. And so there is a man on there who identifies as a straight man who is dating a trans woman now. And somebody said to him, oh, "That's so good that you're you're living your queer life." And he was like, "I'm not queer." Like completely.
Because aren't you definitely defined
what is
as
that?
queer?
So what? So it was like a big question on the show. Like, what are you if you identify as a straight man but you're dating a trans woman? And I'm not. I know I'm ignorant.
No.
What is that?
I thought it was queer.
Yeah, I thought it was queer too. But he was like, I
guess you get to what this whole thing is saying, that you get to identify with whatever you want to identify.
Yeah.
So he probably identifies as heterosexual because his partner is a trans woman. So if she identifies as a woman and he identifies as a man, then technically they are not cisgender. The trans woman is not a cisgender, so I guess I don't.
Yeah. So it was his ex-wife that made the comment. She was like, "I'm so happy, with my queer ex-husband raising my queer child because the child is a non-binary." Oh. And so she was like, "I'm so happy that my queer ex-husband is raising my non-binary child with whatever and with you." And the husband was like, "I'm not queer." And it was just like, wow, well, what is it? Because him and the trans woman have a relationship, and it's a physical relationship that they have as well.
Yeah.
And the trans woman hasn't had reassignment surgery. So like, what is that?
She hasn't had reassignment surgery?
No.
So the person still has a penis.
Yes.
Well, I think we should just leave that one alone.
Yeah, that is not my area of expertise, and neither is it my ministry. I'm just here for love. However you choose, whatever you identify with, whatever you choose, that ain't my business. Go on ahead, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
This is go. I don't know. I don't know. But hey, love is love.
Yes, it is.
Love is love. But it's definitely queer. Definitely queer.
Yeah. at least queer.
Yeah, at the very least. Yeah. Different. Most Def might have to forfeit Erykah Badu's tour. Oh, for money for child support. Oh, that's terrible. You can't get caught up like that. You can't get tour money to child. Oh, he might have to forfeit Erykah Badu's tour money to the child's mother. Most Def has found himself in a bit of a financial pickle now that one of his children's mothers has filed to get money from Erykah Badu tour. Oh, you can do that?
Oh, wow. That's cool.
You can go to whatever job and say, hey, this is his job. I want to get garnish his check.
Really? I mean, yeah, I knew that, but I didn't know that you could take it from the tour. He ain't been paid. So Most Def, aka Yassine Bey, has found himself in a bit of a financial turmoil now that one of his children's mothers demanding that the money he'll be getting from his upcoming tour with Erykah Badu. Ahead of his upcoming Unfollow Me tour, visual artist Karima Sorrell has filed a judgment demanded in the Manhattan Supreme Court. The outlet claims that Sorrell, who was the mother of one of Bey's 6 kids, won $88,000 back in back child support claim from the rapper, and her attorney claims that she will do whatever is necessary to get it. This matter arises out of protracted child support proceedings in family court between Karima Sorrell and the child's father. The papers also confirm that Sorrell doesn't have Bey's current address, and she's also suing Live Nation, Ticketmaster, Outback Presents LLC, and Badu World Inc. to get the money judgment enforced. Oh, wow. She's like, you gonna give me my money? Either way.
Yeah. Somebody going to give me my money.
This isn't the first time that Most Def and Sorrell have had issues. Back in March 2020, court documents showed that Bey was ordered to pay Sorrell's attorney fees after it was discovered that Bey consistently refused to pay child support to her. I tell you, boy, I tell you, why you didn't pay the child support?
I know. And I love Mos Def.
Me too.
He do got a lot of kids.
Yeah.
6 kids.
When are they coming to Boston? They are coming to Boston on July 7th at the TD Arena in Boston, Massachusetts. Again, that's July 7th. Y'all better go and help that man sell out that tour so he can pay back his baby's mother.
When is it coming? Let me go and get some money.
July 7th is coming right there. And then Cardi B is ordered to pause efforts to collect the $3 million owed by what's her name? By Tasha K.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Really?
Yeah. So Cardi B ordered to pause efforts to collect $3 million owed by Tasha K after Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Oh, lit. So blogger Tasha K's efforts to slow down Cardi B collecting the millions that she is owed after her defamation lawsuit seems to be working. After the blogger filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, a court order now says that Cardi B is to put a pause on her own efforts to collect the nearly $4 million worth of judgment she is owed. I hope that she sued Tasha KK and not just like her company, because that's how you could protect yourself. Like your company could go under, but you don't gotta pay. But if she filed bankruptcy for a company and Cardi didn't sue her, then she ain't gonna get no money.
But in the case that you just read, where they went over after Erykah Badu tour people, Cardi B can now sue whoever puts Tasha K on their platform.
True. I hope that's true. That's crazy. Everybody's getting money. It's the summer of money. And then Drake is out here wearing nail polish.
What's he doing?
He's just wearing it.
Why?
Maybe it's a pride. Maybe he's doing it for pride.
That's the thing to do now.
Yeah, I feel like men are getting more decorative.
Didn't the one who had the diamond in the middle of his forehead? I just want to rock.
Uzi Vert.
He has a nail polish line for men, doesn't he?
Does he?
No.
Who is it that has a nail polish line for men?
Lil Yachty.
Oh
yeah.
Where I get that from? Yachty.
It's the same thing.
Oh, okay.
It's the Lil Yachty, Uzi Vert. All of them kind of. They almost kind of.
How do you spell Yachty? Oh, I found it. Yakchi. Lil Yakchi.
Also, over the weekend, there was the Roots Festival.
Yes.
The big Roots Festival in Philly.
Don't talk about it because I feel like I should have been there.
Lauryn Hill brought out she brought out the Fugees for their, which can possibly be their last live performance in full.
What? No. They should do a tour.
I thought they were going to. Well, Praz can't even do a tour.
Yeah, so that's why this is.
I wonder if Praz had on an ankle bracelet.
He's probably just out on bail right now, getting his
getting his money up,
getting everything together, getting his life situated before he gets sentenced.
Oh, Mad Men be wearing nail polish. I see this one.
Is there any video of the Fuji performance?
What is Tyler the Creator. I knew that. I didn't want to say it wrong. Tyler Creator.
I was listening to a Tyler the Creator song this weekend that was it had very interesting movements. What is that?
Dogtooth.
Dogtooth. That's exactly what it was. What does it say in that song? What are the lyrics?
I don't know the lyrics.
I will eat her butt if she wants me to, or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
You play it over here.
Let me see.
I will. Is that what it says?
Let me see. Tyler the Creator.
Sauce is over here looking up men with nail polish.
I mean, Ace. What is Rihanna's baby's father?
Everybody.
This is not him either. This is Travis Scott.
Dogtooth says she could ride my face. I don't want nothing in return.
I hear that so much.
If you get money, that's what you could do. You could get away with things like that.
And is there video of the Fugees' performance at Roots Picnic?
Yes.
Okay,
you can just look at me and I'll sing it for you.
No, let's just.
Ooh la 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 is the way that we rock when we're doing our thing.
Yeah, no, not really.
Yeah, there is right here. 4 minutes 58 seconds. 8:09 132. I just googled it. Fugees at Roots Picnic.
So we see, you never saw me before.
No, so and this is why we don't want you to sing, because you don't even pretend to know the lyrics.
I don't need to pretend if I know them.
Oh.
Yeah, so they were celebrating this should be their 30-year reunion.
So because of Praz, they can't have, because we don't know how long he's going to get locked up for.
I thought we already knew that he was
hasn't
getting
been sentenced
10 years.
yet. No, he hasn't.
But were they friends with him? It's still like at this point?
He's facing 20 years in prison.
Oh, Dios mío.
And they did a 6-song set at the Roots picnic.
Ain't that him?
Yes, that's him.
Is that him?
Yes.
That's Pras.
That's
I
Pras.
do things like starlight to star bright. Like the freaks come out
What a classic album. That's my joint. How many mics?
I'm going to go home and watch that whole set.
Yeah, that's going to be dope.
Oh, I'd do it.
I know.
Lauren look different every time we see her.
She do, but are they? I feel like she's been a little bit better these days when she's been performing and stuff than the rumors that we've heard, because that looks lit.
This little still picture that they have of her right there, she looked like
Sister Mary Catherine.
Yeah, I don't know what she looked like.
I will follow him. Anyhow, people, that is what we have for today. It is right about 11 o'clock, and I believe that every time I get off here early, I'm just missing a very important meeting, so I gotta go.
Okay.
With that said, people, it was real. We'll be back tomorrow for.
Janet said her face is tight. She looked like Eartha Kitt. I can't. I love y'all.
You guys are the best. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Keep it locked. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz. The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM.
Moonbox Productions is thrilled to present the Boston New Works Festival taking place